Hi everyone, I'm Monarch of Tetris, and this video is going to be a little different from my normal videos. So with the conclusion of my last video, I've actually renovated all of the structures in Minecraft that I wanted to. The rest of the remaining structures I either think are completely fine and I have no changes I'd make such little changes that I don't really need to make a whole video on it, or I'm just personally not interested in. But I still wanted to make a video and just give my general thoughts and what I would improve or change, if anything, on the remaining Minecraft structures. So, here you go. So first is the mineshaft. So I really like the mineshaft design, and I really wouldn't change anything with it. It's a great early game structure and can spawn in a number of interesting ways already. The only thing I would maybe do is expand the wood palette, since it's only oak right now. Mojang actually started this already with the Badlands mineshaft variant that uses dark oak instead of regular oak. So I would just expand on that. There doesn't need to be one for every single type of wood, but spruce and especially acacia wood would make a cool looking mineshaft. So the dungeon, this was the first ever structure made in Minecraft, and it's really meant to be extremely simple. Even so, there's still a few strange ways they can generate, but there's nothing I would change about how they work or look. So for the ocean ruins and the trial ruins, I'm just not really interested in these structures and the kind of suspicious sand and archaeological features in the game, and like the gravel brushing. So I just don't really have any ideas for either of these. If you like them, that's fine. They're just not really my favorite thing. I just also don't really like how they generate completely solid with no interior rooms or anything. They're kind of just like generate in big blocks instead of being an actual structure, in my opinion. But if you like them, that's fine. So the ruined portal. This is a great structure, and there's really nothing I would do to improve it. It has amazing variety in how it can generate. There's rare giant versions, which are really cool. There's versions that spawn in the nether that have deep slate instead of cobblestones. And there's 10 different variations of the normal size portal that can spawn. And out of those, I particularly like the giant one. The version where the portal is like hanging and has like a staircase leading up to it. And this version where the portal has toppled backwards into the lava pool, which I think is pretty funny. So yeah, the ruined portal is one of the criminally underrated structures. It's ridiculous that there's 10 different unique variations of just the normal size, and that doesn't even include the giant ones and all the ones that can spawn in the nether too. So really good structure. Shipwrecks. So shipwrecks are a fine structure. They have a surprising amount of variety actually. They can be found generated sideways, right side up, and upside down in various states of damage. They're a great way to get loot in like the mid game. The only thing I would do again is to expand the wood palette. They only use oak and spruce. Apparently in Bedrock version, dark oak is also used, so that should definitely be brought over to Java. And along with that, there should be birch, acacia, and jungle wood ships, especially would be cool to see as well. So the ocean monument. I'm not really that interested in this structure, and I never have been, but visually I think it looks pretty good. The prismarine is a very unique and cool looking block type. Sea lanterns are a nice lighting source, so it definitely looks cool from the outside, but inside it's just kind of boring. It's a looping structure with only a couple unique rooms, like the sponge room and the room with all the gold blocks. The loot could be a lot better as well. I think the heart of the sea item should be able to be found in monuments in addition to or instead of in buried treasure, which would create a lot more of a reason to go to an ocean monument other than just for collecting sponge or sea lanterns. The most common way you see ocean monuments nowadays is with people using sponges to drain the entire thing. So it does make a cool base, but there's just not really much of a loot reason to go to the ocean monument. The ancient city. So this is the newest Minecraft structure, and it's a giant one at last that finally rivals the size of the Woodland Mansion. So I really like ancient cities. They're huge. They have a lot of different buildings, walkways, rooms, secrets that can generate. And since they're so big, you're likely to see most of everything in a single city or two. I really like the block palette as well. All the wool and the soul sand torches and soul fire are a great touch. The warden is a great boss, and I love how all the skulk blocks work. There's more that Mojang can do with the skulk mechanic, but it works in the ancient city very well. Looks super mysterious, super kind of sinister. It's really a great structure. Oh, the trial chambers. I'm saving the best for last here. This is my favorite structure in Minecraft. So first off, they have an amazing block and color palette. All of the copper looks great. I love how it can oxidize and change color. And there's so many different blocks here. There's doors, bulbs, stairs, grates, trapdoors, chiseled blocks. And then each copper block has 4 variants between being like full copper colored and like the full oxidized green shade. So there's so much variation there. So, well, copper is definitely the star. The other blocks are great too. All the tough block variants, decorated pots, candles, beds, they all come together to make a great looking structure. Then for functionality, it's probably the most fun structure in the game. They're huge, so you can spend a long time exploring the rooms, hallways, all the foyers and corridors. And one of my favorite things to do is to close off a room, like even out the terrain a bit, and then make it into a fight club and try to spawn as many mobs as I can. So that's fun on its own, but with the trial omen effect, it becomes really challenging. So that's a lot of fun. And the loot is like surprisingly really good as well. So it becomes a very fun loop. So I love maces and wind charges. Those are great to use. And basically the trial chambers is like a Minecraft horde mode, which is such a great idea, and it's executed really well. So I'm glad Minecraft created the trial chambers. So yeah, absolutely nothing I would change. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now with a quick announcement of the future of this video series. So I really enjoyed my video of renovating the desert village. It was just a lot of fun to create a completely stacked village that had all the residential buildings, all the workplace buildings, all the meeting places and everything like that. So I think for the rest of this series, I'm going to go through all the different village types and just create completely stacked versions of every single village. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned, and hopefully my next video will come out soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.